Hey, it's Nomad from Eternal Backlog. Today we're diving into how Forza Horizon 5 on the PS5 uses the PlayStation DualSense controller and why it feels like the developers left a lot of potential on the table. The DualSense is a game changer with its haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, but in Forza Horizon 5 these features don't get the full spotlight they deserve. So let's break it down. First, the haptic feedback, it's there, it's decent. Vibrations kick in when the tyres slip, when you swap between dirt and pavement, or during big moments like racing through a sandstorm. You'll feel the rumble of the road or the jolt of a hard brake, but it's not as dynamic as it could be. Compared to something like Gran Turismo 7, where you feel every pulse of the ABS or the hum of the engine, Forza's haptics feel a little bit one note. Imagine if you could feel sand pinging off your car in a storm, or the engine's idle in your hands. Those are the kind of details that we're missing here. Then there's the adaptive triggers themselves, which are a real missed opportunity. The brake trigger on L2 is solid, it gets stiffer when you brake hard, mimicking a real pedal, especially on slick surfaces, but the accelerator on R2, it's mostly just resistance without much haptic flair, and it doesn't change much across different cars or conditions. Games like Astro's Playroom show how triggers can do so much more, with varied feedback for every action. In Forza, it feels like they set up the basics and called it a day, unfortunately. And what about the DualSense's other tricks? The built-in speaker could have brought engine roars or radio chatter to life, and the touchpad could have been used for quick menu swaps or map navigation, but no. Those features are completely ignored. It's a bit of a bummer, especially when you think about how other PS5 games weave these elements into the experience. Now, don't get me wrong, the DualSense still makes Forza Horizon 5 more immersive than a standard controller. The brake feedback and terrain rumbles add some flair, and it's miles better than playing on PC with spotty button prompts. But this game was born on Xbox, and the PS5 port handled by Panic Button seems more focused on getting the game running smoothly than pushing the DualSense to its limits. Compared to the Xbox controller's impulse triggers, which rumble to mimic throttle and brakes, the DualSense approach feels different, but not necessarily better. As an arcade racer, Forza Horizon 5 doesn't need to be a simulator, but there's no excuses for not going all in with the DualSense. Games like Gran Turismo 7 prove you can make every moment tactile and thrilling, even in a racing game. Here it feels like developers checked the boxes for haptics and triggers, but didn't chase the full potential of what the DualSense can actually do. So there you have it, Forza Horizon 5 on PS5 gives you a taste of the DualSense's magic, but it's not the full feast. For a controller this innovative, there's a real missed opportunity. I've tried to make this playthrough, because I've obviously got it on an Xbox as well, a little bit different. I've decided to go with full manual gear change, including clutch, which has made things a little bit more interesting and challenging. But yes, I honestly thought they were going to realise it better. And maybe because they gave that port to Panic Button, that we didn't see everything that we would love to have seen on PlayStation. But look, it's an incredible game to the PlayStation's lineup. There's nothing else there on the PlayStation console quite like it, so I'm sure most people will be absolutely thrilled with what they've got. But when you own the game more than once, you're kind of asking for a bit more, and it didn't formulate. I've been Nomad from Eternal Backlog. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We're trying to push through to 200 subscribers. Please help us get there. We'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.